Let's speak to Chika Okeke-Agulu. He's a professor of African and American diaspora art at Princeton University. And to see that plane arrive today from France carrying these bronzes that haven't been home in more than 100 years, it's a pretty good example. And would you say that the tide is turning on the acceptability of nations having these kinds of items in their collections? Is it becoming embarrassing to them to keep them?
Incredibly so. The institutions and museums that have been keeping quiet about these questions of restitution of looted and stolen objects, they have no place to hide. They are increasingly positioning themselves on the wrong side of history. And we will keep and continue to put pressure on them to do the right thing.
It takes a long time, and I know that there's UN regulation that covers this very area. So when a country wants its heritage back, what is the best way currently for them to do so, legally?
Well, ask the institutions and the countries, if they are state institutions, to ask them for the return. Of course, there are legal options, but I don't know that many of these countries want to go that route yet. But I think that the efforts or the gestures by the French government lately, and also more recently the Smithsonian Institution in the United States, that indicates that it's really a matter of will. Do these other institutions at the Metropolitan Museum or the Tervuren, the Royal Museum at the Tervuren, are they willing to do the right thing? And definitely, we will keep asking and indicating the willingness and readiness to engage in discussions with these institutions on how to begin this process. It's inevitable. It's only a matter of time for them to turn around and do the right thing.
Do you think so? Because, for example, the UK is notorious for holding on to some really high-profile items, the marbles from the Parthenon, for example, the Rosetta Stone. Do you think in the future there is a chance that a country like the UK will give up some of those big draws for its museums?
Well, actually, they don't have an option. Currently, there's a conservative government that's playing politics with issues around restitution. But I know that the specific cultural actors within these countries are mindful of what they need to do. And so it's only a matter of time. They may have a government right now in the UK that is not quite willing to engage in these discussions, but who knows, they might not be there for forever. So we are playing the long game, no doubt about it. Some of these countries, some of these institutions will take their time.
Got it.
But that will not mean that we won't keep putting the pressure until they do the right thing.
Right. For the Benin Bronzes, it only took 130 years to get them back. Chika, it's such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.